Hello, Healthyhaven viewers. I hope you're all ready for some really good tips today. This time we're going to have some really cool advice on what to order and how to order when you're in a restaurant. Since there was so many, I couldn't help but jot them all down because I didn't want you to forget any of them. First things first, let's learn to modify and never hesitate to ask for modification on your order. Simple examples include, for starters, ask what kind of oil is being used. More than likely, they're going to tell you it's vegetable oil, and worst of all, canola oil. Big no-nos. Request for olive oil and request for coconut. Those are much healthier and less chances of it clogging your arteries. But more importantly, they can tolerate the heat when they're being cooked. If you're ordering chicken, aim for the grilled, not the breaded or deep fried, to avoid the gluten breading and grease when they're deep fried. As for the salad, request dark greens. The darker, the healthier. Not iceberg. You can literally ask them to go and pull out. If they tell you it's mixed together, just say, well, can you do me a favor and pull out the darkest ones you can find? Trust me, they'll do it for you. Avoid the chance with the salad dressing that they're going to pile it on. So what you do in that case is ask them to put the dressing on the side. Now you're in control. And you could take the salad dressing and just dip it accordingly to your convenience. 1 tablespoon of dressing is more calories than you can even imagine. So take your salad, dip it in to the dressing container that it comes in, and now you can use it sparingly. Another cool tip is to request to eat the salad at the end of a meal. Now I know that doesn't sound very common or traditional, but believe it or not, when you have your salad at the end of a meal, it's like having it as an enzyme to help break down your food, especially if you're having a heated, cooked meal. Anything like that, you probably need to help break it down with a salad. Unless, of course, you're having a chicken salad. Then if that's your entree, then that's fine. Obviously, you have to eat that whenever it comes. But if you're having a hot cooked meal and then you want to have a salad, I'd probably have the salad at the end. Request as much gluten-free items as possible, even if you're not gluten intolerant. Gluten is a foreign protein in the body and not beneficial for anyone to have to break down. It's just not an easy protein to break in your stomach. Some are just able to break it down a bit easier than others, but that still doesn't mean it's good for you. When ordering a burger of any kind, aim for the whole wheat bun. Even if you want to avoid the extra calories, eat either half the bun or better yet, no bun. Especially if you're ordering corn on the cob or fries or other starch carbs on the side. That would be just a bit too much for the body. Another good tip, order wild fish, not farm raised. You really don't want to know how those fishes have been together when they are in the pond. Choose steamed vegetables as your side dishes as often as possible. And beware of restaurants using microwaves to heat the food or reheat the food. Not a good thing to do. Avoid extra seasonings. Most of them you'll find do have MSG, which stands for monosodium glutamate. We can discuss that at a later time, but for now, just know that is not a good thing you want to have in your diet. Another tip is bring your own pink salt. Himalayan salt is probably one of the best ones. Add that into your taste for flavor. In Oriental restaurants, if you're going to order a soup, you'd be surprised. Many times they can make it exclusively for you, especially if they give you a choice of do you want chicken, beef, or shrimp in it. Just say, I would like to have it exclusively made with no salt in my broth. And by all means, bring your own salt. Final tips. Remember to take your food supplement bag consisting of enzymes before and after the cooked meal. Digestive enzymes before the meal will help prepare your stomach to break down the food. Then you want to follow up after your meal and take HCl and HCl activators, which stands for hydrochloric acid, which will break down the cooked meal. Last tip, best to hydrate yourself before a meal and avoid drinking during the meal. One, because if you fill yourself up with water before your meal, you're less likely to overeat, especially if you're at a buffet. And secondly, you're allowing the body to break down the food easier than if water was mixed in, preventing the natural enzymes to do their job. Hope this helps. Bon appetit to all of you eating out there, and I look forward to seeing you on my next Healthy Haven tips. Bye. Have a great day.